In this tutorial, we're going to attempt to format the QGIS map layout such that you can have three different maps presented in that single layout. So go to Projects on the QGIS menu bar, select Layout Manager. I want to work with the administrative map subset state. So Nigeria subset state, duplicate that, and then Nigeria subset state, then state study area. Say OK. So the map window loads. What I want to do is to have a map that reflects the states, the local government, the country boundary, the state boundaries with the local governments, and of course still has a study area incorporated within it. So that is what the goal is. So to go about that, I need to compress this Nigeria map, or rather the Anambra map, until it's virtually covering about the same area as the Nigeria map itself. So scale, go to scale, make it 1 million. Enter. 1.2 million. So let's see whether 1.2 million will do. All right, you can move this sideways a bit. Send 1,2,0,0,0,0. So that's the Anambra state map. Now the scale has changed considerably as a result of the change in size. So I can also decide to move this sideways. Or rather, move the Nigeria map sideways too. Maybe you can do something like this. Move this out first. Let's move this up. Move this further up too. Let's change some configuration. Go about it in a way that seems to mean everything is now all messed up. Okay. Now that's in there. Bring the legend in. Okay. What about the arrow? Let's zoom in and see where Anambra is on the map. Scroll. So extend the arrow. There's Anambra. And we extend backwards. Just need to point it generally in that direction. So these are two maps now. Now I need to have my study area reflected within Anambra State. So go right back to the QGIS map window. Deactivate the geomorphology. Deactivate the streamlines. Activate the Anambra map, Anambra State, and then activate the study area, Ifite area. So let's add this. Let's go to this open attribute table. Ifite area is the name of uh, units. I want to be able to label that Ifite area. Now let's say um, Ifite areas or should be reflected in the map but is below, so it's a smaller area. Drag it above an umbrella map and then it shows up with as a dot within this region. So I want a name to surface there too. So properties, label, and then of course single label, name, yes, maybe bold, say okay, it shows up. But I need that name without the underscore. Activate the toggle editing. Open attribute table. I want to get rid of the underscore. So you can close this, save, deactivate toggle editing. The underscore goes away. Now I want the symbology to be such that it is red, so it wouldn't interfere with any other color within the map. So property still. Now symbology, select a simple fill red, line fill red still, and then OK that. So you can see that small red tinge within now. So that's the study area, Ifite area. So now that this is set, I don't want the bounding box, so deactivate that. So set, go back to the window. Now unlock, lock again. So keep Anambra State still here. the scale, move it into the map window that it represents. Now I have to reorganize the scale again. The width, reduce the width, or the height rather. Okay, go right back up. The units, or rather the fixed widths. Fixed widths, say 10 meters. Better. So shift it further in, down. So this is basically the scale taken care of. Now the grids, too too compacted, need to space it out a bit. So having selected that, you go down to the grids, click on the arrow to expose more details, select the grids, modify grids, and then the grid interval, make it 0.1. No, you got it the wrong way out. Um, make it 1, 0.5. Better. Make the second one 0.52 for y. 0.5. Better. Now that the states have been given, the state has been given a good enough outline, I might decide to move this further back. Or no, think go back to where I was. I think I was trying to do so. I retain the first option. Now uh, the labels. Let's put that label here. Bring it down here. Map of the study area. Map of the study area. Showing the administrative units of Nigeria and so map of this area, study area showing the administrative units of Nigeria and Anambra states. So move back in, we can still within this region. So pull down to expose more of it. So the Anambra State map will move further in. So I haven't put that there. How do I get this? Administrative unit of Nigeria, Anambra State. So now bring in the study area. You can change the position of this one. So scroll down. Now save. Go back to the map window, but make sure you block this. It's locked. Go back to the map window. Deactivate Anambra. Both of them. Let's come right back. This. Make it easier to understand. So come right back then, go back to the map window. So deactivate Anambra State now. Have a fitted area there, zoom to layer. Now this is fitted area. So that's my study area, the area where I got the geographic coordinates. Go back to the window, insert the map. So now that you have that in, you run through the same formatting options that you did with the other map layers. So now let's say 1000, 1500, 2500, 3500, 4500, nope, and then let's make it 4000. So now that it has been set, now still get it back to 4,000. That's 1 is to 4,000 for that map. Still reduce the span and adjust the item content, center it further, then go back to 4,000. Better insert scale. Let's go, or rather let's insert the grids first. Frame, grids, insert, modify the grids, frames and annotation. Under frame style, select interior and exterior tick, then grid intervals 0.01, 0.005, 0.001, better, 0.0012, better. Now offset to center the grids, uh, let's say 5. Better. Let's see whether the same settings works for the OI coordinates. Better. So having set the offset to center the grids better, you insert the grids, scroll down, draw coordinates, make it degrees, minutes, seconds. Doesn't end there. The left and the right, format that so that vertical ascending and the right vertical descending. You can format the font for the grids, maybe reduce a bit the coordinates. Yes, make it 2 decimal places, not 4, 2 decimal places. Yes, better. Let's see about formatting the fonts. The font style, where do you find that? Frame, top, down. Fonts. Click on that. At the moment is at 10. Make it 9. Oh boy, what was that? 9. Okay, back. So this is basically the third map you want to insert. Let's zoom to full extent. The scale bar, item, add scale bar. Maybe make it double. Height, reduce, not increase, reduce the height. Yes, meters and one before, two after. Let's increase the units to 30. So now that's the scale within. So this is a map capturing the geography, the administrative map. What if I want to capture uh, now it seems like it's just a couple of an empty area without much value. Now, what if I want to capture the geomorphic units or the landforms within that study area in terms of my fieldwork? So let's do something about that. You go back to the window. Let's reformat this to make it transparent, solid, no brush. Increase the thickness of the line. Apply that. And okay, that's the study area. If I'm going to be working with if I'm going to be working with the geomorphic units, then I'll need to change the font color to probably something reddish. Let's leave it as red. Okay. Then activate the landforms. So come right back to my layout window. So select lock unlock. And now this is basically the landforms within my study area. Well, let's move it back to black polygon, black text. That should do. Scroll back up, format if it's an area. The text should be black. And the polygon itself should be black. Okay, and then you get back to the map window. So this now reflects something that is explainable in terms of uh, its value, frame. No, the background is what you need. If it's the area. Now I need to capture exactly where that is located. That's this point over here. So get an arrow, add item, and that's the point. Zoom in, click, zoom out. So at a glance, you know the Anambra map came from this region of Nigeria. The Ifiti area map came from this region, which is in the Oka South local government area. That point. So that's what you see here. Uh, any other thing to amend? Yes. The legend. I need to bring in the, the geomorphic units. So maybe copy this, paste it, drag it into the appropriate position. I might need to readjust this so it's in line too, since you're now making some extra inputs. So OE needs to go from there, from this, come right down, remove OE. So it's the fourth column of the legend there. I need to eliminate everything besides OE. Scroll down, Sorumba South, delete. Now I have only OE there. Now I need to bring in the geomorphic units, geomorphons. Okay. Now I need to delete this row. Format this, change it to landform classes. So basically, this is the legend as is. And of course, format this so that the subgroup is highlighted. Fonts, title is bold, not relevant still. But then group, bold, not relevant. What is relevant is a subgroup, which is what I want to highlight, the 12. Okay. So basically, you have Nigeria as one subgroup, Anambra State as the other subgroup, and the third subgroup is the landforms. So basically, this is a map that brings out three different map units, each with its own unique components. This one always has each of them has a scale of its own because, and of course, grid lines of their own, grid intervals, because they are quite distinct from each other. So they should have individual grid intervals as well as individual scales. whereas all other factors can remain basically shared. So having done that, you save this and basically get ready for the next uh, section of the tutorial, which is about exporting uh, the map products into JPEG, which is based on basic imagery, and of course PDF. So that will be the last tutorial for this particular course. So see you in that last practical tutorial.